Ric Grenell was Director of National Intelligence under former President Trump. He joins us now. Rick, good to see you. First off, let's just start with the Jack Smith investigation. Your thoughts on the latest leak.
Look, these people leak all the time. They're trying to leak because they really don't have anything on the president. We have to be quite clear that Jack Smith is very political. He's very partisan. He hates Donald Trump. He's got a long history with trying to get Trump. I was the presidential envoy for Kosovo-Serbia negotiations, and I've talked about this issue before, where Jack Smith came after the then president of Kosovo because he was trying to negotiate a deal in the Oval Office with Donald Trump. This is a man who has manipulated investigations. Jack Smith, when he was at The Hague, he indicted and then had arrested the president of Kosovo. I mean, this is a guy who will stop at nothing to manipulate the situation in order to get what he wants politically. So, it only emphasizes that we have two-tier justice system, and it is a terrible thing. We need Democrats, Republicans, reporters, political types, all to understand that we have a crisis in this country when you have two-tier justice system.
Right. They put an attack dog on Trump. It doesn't surprise anybody. Biden takes Ukraine top secret documents as he's vice president, and then he sets up his son to make $80,000 a month in Ukraine. And then he gets caught with those documents. No coverage, no real investigation. You want a story, that's a story. I mean, that's like beginning, middle, end, all together. I mean, that's the most clear and concise corruption allegation you could think of. Something else.
Totally. And we have a congressman who's got even more evidence, clearly. And what really is irritating is to hear that this document has been around since 2020. Yeah. Now, ask yourself, why didn't this leak? Because the intelligence agencies have a real credibility problem on their hands because they're only leaking against one party. So the partisanship within the intel community is well known. They've got a credibility problem. I call on Avril Haines once again to get to the bottom of this. Why is Chris Wray holding back information that clearly the congressman and others are telling us is problematic? And one more point, you've made it, but it's worth emphasizing. Joe Biden was the vice president. He had no declassification authority to take any of those documents. And we are finding that he's had them for years, years. And Donald Trump had full declassification authority as president of the United States.
And most importantly, we're finding a motive for Joe Biden to have taken at least some of those documents. There's a lot of classified documents out there. What percentage of them are about Ukraine and then just happen to be in Joe Biden's possession years later? Ric Grenell, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Rob.